Tried to put out my fire, but now I'm back to light it up. Take me down to the wire. I don't believe in dust to dust. When the time comes, I believe start to spread. We fight all of our might. Listen to the battle cry. Come on, this is true or die. Ready, unite, fall from the sky. Listen to the battle cry. Ready to rumble. I am reborn. My flesh is born. We fight all of our might. Listen to the battle cry. Come on, this is do or die. Ready, unite, fall from the sky. Listen to the battle cry. Ready to rumble.
Hey survivors, welcome to the 5th anniversary Free Fire tournament. I'm Dav Venture, I'm joined here today by Full Frontage, and we are your casters for this evening.
We are super excited to catch some hot Free Fire action and see how you guys all put your skills to the test. We've got some special Free Fire creators joining us today to duel it out, and we can't wait to see who's going to bring home the booyah.
Before we begin, we'd like to show a little love to the community for making all this possible. We wouldn't be here without you all. We truly appreciate it, and we're looking forward to another 5 years of Free Fire.
To kick things off, we're going to take a look at a special Craftland map that was made by one of our very own Free Fire players, Guile Magnet. Sorry if I butchered that, I'm sorry. But we're going to take some time to check this out. So make sure if you want to join, you enter the code for the Craftland section in the Craftland custom game room. Once the code appears on screen for you guys to enter in, join up, get your chance, and there it is right now. So make sure you go to the Craftland section of the custom game rooms and enter in the room code and the password to join up, and you'll see yourselves on stream here at the 5th anniversary event.
And in just a moment, we're going to head into those Craftland maps. But Full Frontage, I think Craftland is one of the key components of Free Fire that has made me fall in love with it, because no matter what I'm in the mood for, I can create it in Craftland.
Yeah, Craftland just gives you, if you're not familiar with Craftland, it basically just gives you a clean slate. You get to create basically your own game mode within Free Fire to play with your friends, to play with the rest of the community, and it's something that is super cool and super, super exciting to be a part of. And for creators, I know Dad Venture, you love to do a bunch of different things with your viewers in the community on stream, the virtual family, pulling up on stream, doing a bunch of things for your community as well.
I love to get creative in Craftland like anybody else. On Valentine's Day, Full Frontage, we crafted a whole Craftland map that was just one big giant heart, and then we played matches of deathmatch in between. It was just a really great time to just utilize a unique aspect of the game where we've got Battle Royale, we've got Clash Squad, and you can do some of those components in Craftland, but you can also do parkour, and you can just go and create videos with your friends. And so Craftland is something that it allows players to connect in a different way and add their little artistic components to the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you guys want your chance to play, again, information is on screen right now. Make sure you join up in the Craftland section for custom rooms, and make sure you're not missing any characters on that map ID or in the password. Join up, we'll have some Craftland fun, and then we'll get into the 5th anniversary tournament. And you're going to want to stick around throughout the stream, because there might be some giveaways in chat for you guys with some interesting things, but we'll talk about those things a little bit later. But just stick around, grab some food, grab some water, and buckle in, because we're going to have an epic 5th anniversary event for y'all.
Yeah, and as you enter those Craftland maps, you'll get a chance to participate in this stream if you can get into one of those rooms and play with us as we get ready for the 5th anniversary tournament. We're going to see some of the best influencers in North America that play Free Fire battle it out with you, the community, who make this game special. Full Frontage, we talk a lot about this, that for us, Free Fire, it's really more than a game. It's the community that draws us into the Free Fire family. And so for us, this is a celebration of 5 years, and for me, 2 years of being part of Free Fire. And I'm excited to see what's going to go on beyond today, as tomorrow we have an in-game concert for the first time ever by Justin Bieber.
That is so cool to see, but we're going to be hopping into this first game of Craftland, and here we go. It looks like we're going up with the deathmatch, and it is going to be a first to 8. There's going to be 15 rounds, so the team that gets to 8 round wins first will come out on top, and I think we're going unlimited glue wall, unlimited grenades in this mode, so this is going to be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, and one of the things about this is just looking at this map. It's just a big open map by Guile Magnet, and seeing these guys take their glue walls and kind of move into position by edging around the flank of each other to try to get that medium range distant one-tap headshot, just like we saw there on that player.
Hunter is getting some good shots in there. He was able to pick up 2 kills for this team there. I actually think one of the people he knocked down ended up getting picked up right there. But it's looking like Warbringers are in a pretty good spot to win this. They have 2 players down. So it is 4v4 right now. It was a 6v4. Now it's 4v4.
Yeah, if they can get those other 2 players back up, it would make a little bit difference here in this first round. But as a first-round competitor, what would you normally go for here? Would you go for the M500, or would you go with the dual-wielding pistols?
Yeah, out of all the pistols, I gotta say the dual-wield pistols are probably my favorite. I'm just not good enough to hit those headshots with the M500s and the Deagles just yet. So that dual pistol is really my comfort zone in this, as I assume it is for many Free Fire players. Outside of pros, of course.
Yeah, and I'm definitely a dual pistols guy here myself, and I love that. We're going to have one of these Craftland maps, and then we're going to get into the 5th anniversary tournament after this. So either the Howlers or the Warbringers will take 8 rounds here over their opponents, and then we'll move into the tournament here and celebrate 5 years of Free Fire. The Howlers have taken this first round, and we can see if the Warbringers can find a way to position themselves a little bit more towards to the edge of the map. They went for the center, and that flanking maneuver that they got from the Howlers took out a couple of their guys quickly, which made the odds in the Howlers' favor of the remainder of that round.
Yeah, and we see that barricade of fences right in front of where the teams are spawning in. And with the introduction of Craftland, they actually introduced breakable obstacles in the game, which is the first, like, when you play Battle Royale or Clash Squad, there are no breakable obstacles. But in Craftland, you can put down breakable obstacles so that when you shoot them, you can shoot them out. So it's a really interesting concept within Craftland that could be something they introduce into the main game modes in the future.
And it looks like we have a one-tap room here. We've got Desert Eagles, AC-80s. Oh, we got one UMP. AF Chad on the Howlers team has got a UMP. But it looks like everyone else is either pistols or an AC-80, which is an interesting combination of weapons for this one-tap room.
Yeah, here it is. We see Zen with a Kingfisher. And oh, he's going to be able to get a beautiful headshot right there. Gets a knockdown. And this is not looking good for the Warbringers as they have 2 people down and only 2 people left alive. Chad trying to put in some work here with the AC-80 UMP combo. And we're going to see Shadow trying to run for his life, but he's going to get knocked down again by Chad.
And I think here Mr. Lucifer has got no health, 9 health, and he's got a 601, and that is not going to work for him as the Howlers take round 2 here.
Taking round 2 yet again, so a nice clean 2-0 lead for the Howlers so far. And on the Howlers side, Zen and Chad are leading the team with 4 and 3 kills respectively.
And right here we've got on Team Warbringer, we've got currently 3 players with 1 kill and still 3 players to yet get elimination. So I'd like to see PJ Killer here, looks like FF Shadow and Mr. Lucifer move a little bit farther up the leaderboard here on some of those eliminations to help their team take this round.
Yeah, and like you said, it's looking like one taps. We see the Kingfishers, we see the AC-80s, we see the Desert Eagles. They're just flying everywhere. Lucifer is going to get knocked down, and Zen again finding a kill of his own, and more kills coming out for Chad as well. These 2 guys are just popping off for the Howlers right now.
Yeah, we've got Jahil 24K here, and PJ Killer. PJ is about to get that first elimination we just talked about. He got it right there. Oh, no, he didn't. Howler's got him on the backside of that. And so it was close, but it didn't happen there. Full frontage, we also have some hellos from the chat. People saying hi to us, so welcome to the chat from all over the North America here. We're excited here to welcome you to this 5th anniversary stream. Currently, the Howlers team is leading 3 rounds to 0 for the Warbringers, and we are playing a best of 15. So the first team to 8 will take this Craftland match, and then we'll move into the 5th anniversary tournament.
Yeah, and I'm super excited for the anniversary tournament, as the community is as well. We have this wonderful Craftland map to celebrate, because we're celebrating the community for 5 years of Free Fire. Like you said at the start, the community is what makes this game. So Craftland community maps, we'd love to feature those kind of things on things like this and events like this that really showcase and bring the Free Fire community together.
During the course of this tournament, they'll be giving out codes in the chat. So you'll want to stick around, watch the entire tournament, watch the remainder of this Craftland map, and enjoy celebrating 5 years of Free Fire. And get ready for not only exclusive in-game items coming tomorrow, as we have the special in-game concert by Justin Bieber. You can join us tomorrow for that, as well as the rest of this stream.
Yeah, are you going to the Justin Bieber concert tomorrow?
I'll be watching the Justin Bieber concert tomorrow with many of my friends from across North America, so it'll be a great time to enjoy Justin Bieber. I'm excited about the Bieber addition to the game, a new character that I believe almost everyone can get for I think it's for just a one diamond top up maybe or something like that, or just logging in, you get the character and you'll get the upgrades. I love when Free Fire cares about its fans enough to give it these new special additions to the game and make them affordable for everybody, so we can love all these special things that make Free Fire a unique tournament game. And as we enter in round 5 here, the Howlers continue to take the lead with 4 rounds to 0. We've got a few players on the Warbringers team that have yet to get that first elimination kill.
Yeah, they're really trying to. I mean, Zen is just popping off for the Howlers right now. I think he's going to be the first one to double-digit kills. He's looking to pick up some more, but right now the Warbringers are actually starting to turn this around. It is currently a 5v3 situation. Warbringers might be able to get their first win of the day here. We're going to see how this is playing out. Zen on the rotation right now, throwing down glue walls like crazy, and he gets a beautiful headshots with the Kingfisher onto the backside, and it is now 3v3 action.
And now the Howlers full frontage have actually come from behind to take a lead right now, 3-1, and are going to steal this round, it looks like, from the Warbringers.
Oh. It was a 5v3 situation for the Warbringers, and the 2 people at the top of the leaderboard, Zen and Chad, said, no, we're going to take this clean sweep, and we're going to push it through till the very end. They don't want to drop a single set in this Craftland room.
Well, when you're playing live in front of the continent that you play in, basically, you want to play your best. And right now, C9 at Zen is doing that, and AF Chad with 9 kills apiece. The interesting thing moving forward is who is going to be the MVP on that team, because those 2 players on the Howlers have really pushed themselves to the top with some beautiful strategy and also some just massive headshot damage.
Yeah. Chad is firing up with that Scar. I wonder if he has the Megalodon Scar Evo skin. We'll have to see. We'll see if this Evo skin comes out. Looks like right now here, though, TV Hunter has the MP40 Evo skin that's just came back, and you can still get, as of this stream, and get one of those for yourself. And I think the MP40 Evo skin gun is one of the Cobra guns, is one of the best guns in the game. Oh, absolutely. So the MP40 is, like, the Cobra one is definitely the best, but I gotta say my favorite looking one out of all the Evo guns we have in the game so far, it might be the AK-47 that just came out. I didn't get it the first time around, so when it came back for the 5th anniversary, I was so excited to get my hands on that. What's your favorite Evo gun that's been released in the game?
I mean, I'm gonna go with the AK Dragon. Yeah, that was my first Evo gun.
Yeah.
I still think I'm partial to Dragon, so I think it's just a beautiful gun. The ability that it could take down glue walls with extra glue wall damage, especially at the time it came out.
It
was the only defense against glue walls in Free Fire. Now Free Fire has done an amazing job. The developers have created some other opportunities to minimize glue walls and to allow you to have strategy against them. And so I don't think it's as effective as it was when it first came out, but I really think for me, it opened up a strategy in a different way for gameplay in Free Fire. And so I got to keep my love for the AK.
Double kill.
Absolutely. I see chat chiming into the answers as well. Yes, let us know your favorite Evo guns in the chat. I see M10, I see SCAR, I see the XM8, I see the MP40, the UMP. Yes, we love to see the community getting involved, sharing your favorite Evo guns. And right now, the Howlers are looking really good for this sweep, and Zen at the leader of the pack with 13 kills.
It'll be interesting to see if AF Chad can close the gap on Zen and maybe get a couple kills and make it a run for this MVP. It looks as though this may be the last round for the Warbringers, unless they can find something special that we haven't seen so far in this Craftland map.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting for sure. We did have Shadow on the Warbringers go down a little early, but he was able to get back up with the help of his teammates, and now we can see the Howlers pushing in, trying to get aggressive. PJ Killer going to get knocked down by a Woodpecker on the backhand side. Hunter trying to get some chip damage in as well, but not going to be able to do a lot. And it is a 5v5 situation right now.
But quickly, it's evening up here. SF Shadow's down. Mr. Lucifer looks like it's down. Jahil it's down. And of course, AF Chad and C9 at Zen are the ones doing most of the damage. AF Chad has moved up to 12 kills. C9 still holding at 13. We could see here at the end, with 3 players yet to go down, we could see AF Chad come back from behind and take that MVP, unless C9 can take one of these next 2 eliminations.
Yeah, it is currently a 3v3 situation. PJ Killer trying to rotate around, get behind some glue walls, but he is just taking a ton of damage. Traps himself in the glue wall with Chad, is going to get taken down there. Chad going to be able to pick up the kill. It is 13-14. If Chad picks up this kill, which he does, we tie it up at 14. Who's dealt the most damage? Who's going to grab the MVP?
Oh, C9.
It's Zen.
Wow, good booyah. Good job, C9. Good MVP. Well, that's amazing.
Well done.
Hey,
round of
survivors,
applause.
I'm
Round of applause.
Venture, and this is my friend Full Frontage and Caster. What a fun game mode that Craftland is. It's an awesome time. This is where you can design the maps and play them the way you want to play them. Be sure to check out Craftland if you haven't already. It's an awesome game mode.
Oh, absolutely. You can get so creative with everything and really just make the map your own. But the official 5th anniversary tournament will be starting very soon. We're just getting the teams and the players loaded up into the lobby, getting up, boarding the plane for the drop-in. So it's going to be exciting to see what we have in store for the official 5th anniversary tournament. Oh, man, I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what these teams and players are going to be bringing. We're going to see some familiar faces from the community, from the outside mobile gaming community as well, featured in this tournament. Just a couple names off the top of my head. Ernie, Winsanity, Surfing Boy. We're going to see creators from all over the mobile gaming space and hopping into this tournament, as well as the familiar Free Fire faces that the community is used to seeing.
And this is going to be the first time that fans are going to see the new map Nextera, which brings unique elements to the game. We have an anti-gravity zone in the Grav Labs. We've got a portal peppered area in Deca Square. We've got new special guns that you can only get on the map in the Intelligence Center. We've got all these features and so much more in Nextera. Full Frontage, I think Nextera is now potentially the best map in Free Fire.
I'm going to say I have to agree with that. But before we hop into too much of Nextera, let's take a look at the format for the tournament for this evening. The way we're going to be doing it is teams will be playing 4 maps. Like the adventurer said, we're going to be kicking things off on Nextera. Then it's going to be Bermuda, Kalahari, and then we're going back to Nextera for the 4th and final match of the evening. The points will be a placement and kill based point system. You're going to get 1 kill equals 1 point, and the booyah is going to equal 12 points. And we have 12 teams participating in the 5th anniversary tournament.
And really, for you as a team that's playing in this, you want to get that booyah in the first round to establish kind of dominance moving into rounds 2, 3, and 4. But you're not out of the running if you don't get that booyah at the beginning, because every kill matters. Those elimination points can add up. But we've seen Full Frontage teams only get 1 booyah in the course of a tournament and still end up on top at the end, because every single game they manage to find their way to elimination after elimination, and those points add up.
Yeah, and while we're talking about placing at the top of the leaderboards, let's take a look at what the prize pool is going to be for the teams that do place at the top of the leaderboards. It's first place going to be coming 25,000 diamonds and the top criminal outfit.
That's an impressive prize pool. Getting that top criminal, which we know is hard to get, if you've not been in the game that long, you can come back and get that top criminal and 25,000 diamonds, which gives you a chance to get the 3-in-1 incubator and all the other cool things like the Evo mode guns in the game. That's a prize that I would love to have an opportunity to win. I'm sure that many of our fans in the chat would love too. But we've got some great teams lined up here that are going to be going for those top prizes, and it's going to be exciting to see ultimately who is in the top at the end of today.
Yeah. And now we're going to take a look at those 12 teams that will be participating in the tournament this evening. Here we go. They're all based on your favorite Free Fire characters in the game. As you can see, Dadventure, out of the 12 characters we have on screen, which character do you think is your favorite?
I'm going to say that DB. DB is my sleeper favorite.
Okay.
DB is a character. I love to move when I'm playing a lot, and so DB allows you to have extra abilities on the move. And so I'm a big fan of DB, although I know many people in the chat love some of these other players and choose them every time. I like to add DB in there because it allows me just a little bit different play style with having that ability to move. What about you, Full Frontage?
And Chat, let us know your favorite. And while I'm letting chat answer their questions, I gotta say, Andrew. Like, Andrew with the Awaken is so good. That extra armor ability is just, it's really helpful in a lot of situations. And Andrew was the first character that I awakened. So I might be a little biased in that sense, but I'm gonna go with Andrew for that.
Andrew, it's a favorite of many. A favorite of me. I'm sure many of our fans in the chat will take Kelly. Of course, being able to run faster is always a great ability. And the thing I love about Free Fire is there's just so many characters to choose from. And you can customize, especially with our newest character, being able to really add even whichever active ability with a passive ability with the new Anita character. There's just so many ways to customize your gameplay in Free Fire. And at the 5th anniversary tournament celebration, I'm excited to see not only where we've come from, but where the game is going, with allowing you to customize the gameplay to fit your unique style as a survivor and as a gamer.
Yeah, like you said, the customization that you can make with the characters, I mean, for those of you who are just new to the game and are still trying to figure out Free Fire, maybe you just downloaded a few days ago and you fell in love with it just like the rest of us did, you can actually have up to 4 abilities onto a character. Like Dadventure said, one of the newest characters that was added into the game, you can actually customize all 4, but with that, once you unlock that character, you get that character's ability. So it's important to kind of figure out what characters you want, what character abilities are better for battle royales, maybe better for clash squads, because some people have preference for the different kinds of characters and combinations that you can make. A lot of people will go for a support-based combo, and it also makes a difference whether you're playing solos, duos, or squads, and you want to customize based on your team, how they play, and what abilities that your teammates have, so that you can capitalize the most out of the abilities in Free Fire.
Right. And there's so many ways to customize your abilities, but let's talk about what's exciting about tomorrow. You can customize your look. And I think one of the things you love about Free Fire for Punch is you can make your character look pretty. And tomorrow, a couple amazing things are happening. Number one, we got the neon red top criminal. It's in the game right now. You can go and you can have the top criminal tower, and you can get the red criminal, and the neon red criminal top criminal is coming. But also tomorrow on Celebration Day, you get another magic cube, and they're going to be reloading the magic cube outfits list. So there's going to be more choices. I cannot wait to see what's going to be in there and utilize a magic cube. Today I was just waiting. I've got one magic cube. I've got like 129 fragments, so I can get another magic cube. So I cannot wait for tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm sure you fans right now that are watching, you're excited about Magic Cube today, tomorrow, the Neon Red Top Criminal, and the Justin Bieber in-game exclusive content. All that drops tomorrow. So this is exciting. We're on the eve of an amazing event that's also coming with an in-game concert.
It feels like Christmas Eve. I'll just say it. It feels like tomorrow you open the game and it's presents under the tree for everybody. Santa Free Fire is coming to town tomorrow, so make sure you load up the game, play all day, and make sure you tune into that Justin Bieber concert tomorrow night, because that is going to be so cool. It's the first time it's ever been done in Free Fire, and I'm excited to see it. I'm very excited to see it.
Yeah, and it is a birthday party. Like, Free Fire has made the 5th anniversary. Last year, the 4th anniversary. It was a party. It was a celebration. We actually got to go to a party. It was awesome with Free Fire. But today, we're just kind of that. You're just waiting to open those presents. I know for me, where I'm at, about 4 o'clock in the morning is when the store changes and all that stuff comes to the game. And so for me, I'm partially thinking, let me set the alarm. And when that reloads, I'll get up and open up all my presents. It's kind of like a Christmas day around here. And so I'm excited about this. I'm sure our fans, those of you watching, you're excited about what's going on in Free Fire, especially as we have this new map, Nextera. And this new map is changing Free Fire in a way that's unique, but also I think just brings a certain extra spice, pizzazz, flavor to the game. We've got anti-gravity, we've got portals, and there's just different strategies that can be utilized. I was in the anti-gravity labs the other day. I was in the middle of the air, in the anti-gravity, flying up and getting kills as I'm kind of flying around, and they're trying to shoot me, and they just can't hit me as I'm moving all around. And I was like, this is great. I wish we had more of these anti-gravity locations on the map. So I love what they're doing. I think Nextera, to me, is a huge leap forward for Free Fire, especially with their maps. And I'm excited about what the next days, weeks, and months, not only that, but years are going to bring us. We hope we can be having a 10-year anniversary celebration in another 5 years.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, like you mentioned, there's so many different spaces on the new Nextera map. When Nextera first came out, the first place I dropped into was Deca Square, and I found those portals, and I was like, because I didn't look into it. I wanted to experience the map for the first time. So I just dropped in and I'm like, what are these portals? I pop through, I see an enemy right there. I just scope in, kill it. I'm like, yes, that is awesome. So there's so many different things you can do with the different locations on the map. Even in Farmtopia, there's a lot of movement around that area because it's a nice big area. But also one of the competitive features of Nextera is the fact that it doesn't have a huge wide open area. There are open spots, but there's a lot of coverage. A lot of the other maps within Free Fire have a big open area, which makes it really difficult towards end game depending on where the shrink zone lays for the final circles. And it kind of puts teams in a tricky spot to rotate, and it really comes down to just kind of RNG of where you landed, where's the final circle go. But with a map like Nextera, where there's a lot of coverage, there's a lot of different areas, it makes for the competitive integrity of the game a little bit better and a lot more strategic when it comes to rotations and how you play the middle to late game strategies. So I'm excited to see what that aspect of Nextera will implement to future maps that get released in Free Fire. Because like you said, for the 10th anniversary, maybe we'll have a bunch of maps like Nextera.
Right, and one of the things we know, Free Fire continues to upgrade the game over and over and over again. I actually saw Free Fire come up in a news article today, and it was a really large international newspaper was just talking about the one thing that sets Free Fire apart as it's on its 5th anniversary is that it continues to update and update and update. I think it's like every 6 or 8 weeks we get another update that changes the game and brings new elements, new weapons, new characters, new game style mechanics. They bring in zombies, they bring in different game modes that we have. Free for all just came, and so Free Fire continues to improve upon the game month in and month out. And so it's hard not to be excited at the 5th year anniversary celebration. And I know as we have Nextera in the game, I'm excited about some of the map locations. I'm sure I'm seeing in the chat right now, some of our fans from across the North America server, they're excited. They're saying some of their favorite locations. And many people have told me Nextera is the best map yet. And when you're bringing back what some say are the best outfits in all of Free Fire with the top criminals, I'm excited about year 5. Like, it's going to be a beautiful looking game with some great looking characters and great game style mechanics all mixed in together. And as someone who streams it almost every night, I'm excited about what this next year is going to bring.
Oh yeah, we even had the most recent big update that the game had was a Battle in Style update, which was amazing, where they introduced a bunch of different new styles and graphics and quality to the game that really made it pop. So yeah, Free Fire, like you said, Free Fire just continues to improve their game and release new things that gets the community excited and its players excited about what is to come. But we are going to be hopping into the first map momentarily. Some squads are making sure they have everything before they board the plane and get ready for takeoff. So we'll let them get that all situated and figured out. But in the meantime, like the Adventurer said, let us know some of your favorite spots to land for Nextera in the chat right now, and we'll call some out.
We're going to get our teams ready, and we'll be back with you in just a few moments for the Free Fire 5th Anniversary Tournament.
Tried to put out my fire, but now I'm back to light it up. Take me down to the wire, but don't believe in dust to dust. When the time comes, I believe start to spread. We fight all of our might, listen to the battle cry. Come on, this is true or die. Ready, unite, fall from the sky. Listen to the battle cry. Ready, rumble. I am reborn. My flesh tried to put out my fire, but now I'm back to light it up. Take me down to the wire. I don't believe in dust to dust. When the time comes, I believe start to stand. We fight all of our might. Listen to the battle cry. Come on, this is true or die. Ready, unite, fall from the sky. Listen to the battle cry. Ready, rumble. I am free.
Well, folks, thanks for celebrating with us on this 5th anniversary of Free Fire. Again, I'm Dad Venture, and this is Full Frontage, and we're glad you're here celebrating this 5th anniversary tournament with us.
Yeah, so the official 5th anniversary tournament will be starting soon. Teams are just making their final preps before we load up the plane and get ready for takeoff to the newest map in Free Fire, Nextera.
And these maps, we're going to play map 1, Nextera, then Bermuda, which has been traditionally the favorite map, the first original map, the one that everybody knows and loves. Then we're going to Kalahari, which was actually my favorite until Nextera. And then back on map 4, if we have time for it, back to Nextera, which, Full Frontage, we've been talking about over the last couple days and week as this map has come out. This might be the greatest map in all of Free Fire, and it's coming to us on the 5th anniversary celebration of this great game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I liked Alpine, but Nextera is just the icing on the cake for me. Like, Alpine introduced kind of like our first, like, fun environment that we haven't seen before, but Nextera just brings completely new elements to the game. So that's why I'm super excited about Nextera specifically, and why I think a lot of the players in the community were also really excited when they got their hands on Nextera and were like, wow, this map is actually incredible.
It looked incredible as we were leading up into the 5th anniversary celebration, and then when we got our hands on it a week ago, it's been like, wow, it plays just as good as it looked. It brings the newest elements to this Battle Royale map that are going to be hopefully in the lineup for years to come. We've got several new features in Nextera. We've got anti-gravity zones in the Grav Labs. We've got a portal peppered area in the Deca Square. And we got so much more. I love the Intelligence Center. There's a special gun that you can go and you can fight for. And that's just the icing on the cake with Nextera.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And like we touched upon before the break, but I know we've had some people join up into the stream, but Nextera is one of those maps that's not really like super open. There's a lot of close quarter combat situations, so no matter where the circle goes, there is natural cover to be had within Nextera, which a lot of the other maps did not feature something like that. It was more so dependent on where the circle finishes. But with Nextera, no matter really where the circle finishes, there is always some sort of natural cover as it goes down to the final zones, which means a lot more strategic rotations when it comes to how teams play that mid to late game. Do they rotate to the far side of the circle? Do they rotate and stay close side? Do they try to push up on a team? What does the cover look like for natural cover? And that really plays into the team's strategies, which we'll probably be seeing a lot of in this first game.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of that strategy. I've played this a lot over the course of this week, getting ready for this tournament, and that's what I've appreciated most about Nextera is the cover that's offered at every portion of the map. You can see some of those beautiful images there in the screen of Nextera, but we've got buildings with multiple layers, and in those buildings, you've got ways to travel around, like the Grav Labs. You've got tires and stuff in Farmtopia that allow you to essentially approach from almost 2 buildings away, all the way across gaps, and then come in and interact with other teams and get those kills and those elimination points. And so it'll be interesting to see as we've got these 12 teams vying for that $25,000 and top criminal prize, to see how they approach. Where do they land? How do they rotate in this map? Especially knowing there's not a lot of open field space that doesn't have cover. There's always cover somewhere, and you can move from cover to cover to cover. And I think it allows more glue wall action and really more strategy.
Yep, so here we go. We're just under 10 seconds. The teams are clear and ready to hit the skies as we drop into Nextera for the first time in a tournament setting. And here we go. Teams are already dropping. We see we have teams dropping to the Intellect Center already. Teams going to Rust Town. Looks like we have 2 different teams going to Rust Town. And Deca Square is going to be the hot zone. And we can see on the right-hand side,
looks like we got
Team
3
Alvaro
teams going to the blue zone.
Oh,
3 teams in the blue zone full fronted. Just going to be some quick action. We've got 3 teams going to 2 locations. So this early game action is going to see probably at least 1 or 2 teams come up on the top with some of those elimination points, which are so important in a match tournament where you get 12 points for the Booyah and then 9 points for second place and 1 point for each elimination kill. This will be important to get these early eliminations in round 1 and really set the pace for the rest of the tournament, for the rest of the field.
Yeah, we just saw there Win Sanity and his team on Team Hayato coming through. Win Sanity, one of the top FPS mobile creators in the space. And we see Plug getting taken down there in the very first time. And like you said, here we are at Deca Square, and teams are already getting taken down. First blood already to be had here, and Mark FM is going to fall victim, and we might see our first team eliminated, as there it is. Team Alvaro is the new team kill leaders.
We've got Mark FMYT down there. We've got Bot Plug down. Leon has a chance to get out of here and find some coins to bring his teammates back or get to one of those kind of rebirth zones. And so we'll see if he can do that. Oh, but he's being pressed hard by the enemy, and they're going to go down and out. The first one team eliminated here in round 1 on map Next Terra.
Yeah, Team Capella has been eliminated from the competition, and we see Team DB down here. One of your sleeper characters.
Right, that's my sleeper pick, Team DB. I'm going to root for Team DB. We do have one of our U.S. influencers here, USP Ivy, and her team. They're already down 2 players, and so that's going to be an interesting way for them to position themselves out of that early combat and find their way to another part of the map to bring those players back.
Yeah. So we'll see how this first zone is going to play out. We already have 8 players down in the first few minutes of the match. So it's going to be interesting to see. First zone is going to start closing in 10 seconds. So teams are going to need to start figuring out their rotations, where they're going to go to, how things are going to play out, and what the rotations are going to look like.
We're already 8 players down, and that team that we just saw there had 4 eliminations. So going to be holding that lead. We know there's another team with 2 eliminations. This team, Easy here, has 4 eliminations. That's Fever, Devon, Eisen, and Trap King. And I think you're feeling pretty good if you're that team right now, knowing you got in early, you got some points. That 4 points, if they can get high place ranking, first, second, or third, they're going to feel very comfortable leaving the first map here in Next Terra and going into Bermuda in round 2. And that's what you want. You want to get in early in this first match. I think get those elimination points and feel comfortable about your position placing as you move into the remainder of the tournament.
Oh, and we see Chris trying to pick a fight here with Aizen, and he's going to drop right into Fever. Oh, man, that's going to be a takedown. We have Marco on the backside trying to run away. He's getting some chip back damage, but it's not going to be enough. Fever able to pick up a second kill for himself right there. Marco is going to get taken down as well, and it's going to be Fever finding the 3rd kill and putting Team Easy up to 6 kills already.
They're definitely having a good start to the map, as they're already approaching 2 other squads, which have 1 and 2 players left respectively. And if that Team Easy can keep pushing, they're going to be able to move on from that 6 points and maybe end up with 9 points early on. And if they can keep those points and get a nice high placement point on this one, it's going to be hard to take them out of the top moving into round 2.
Yeah, and a triple kill going to Aizen. So Team Alvaro just picking up kills left and right. And we do see a res coming up on to Chris right there. So team going from 2 to 3 players now. Just have to be careful when you're landing back in from that res, because everybody can see you up in the sky if they just look up. So got to be careful here, but we might have some more engagements to be had in the Intellect Center. And
we've got William here trying to kind of hide behind the wall. He knows he's got some enemies outside. 2 different teams right out the door from him. And so he's got to be careful there. It looks like he's the lone man on that team. And Team DB, unfortunately, Kitty just went down as we saw. And they're from top to top of the building. And this is one of the things we've talked about in this map. There's just so much on the map. You've got buildings that you can fight from the rooftops of. You've got space in between. You've got a lot of cover. And you've got different walls and angles. And so I love the different ways that you can approach each and every engagement in Nextera.
Yep, and here we go. Gennaro with the purple top criminal coming through.
We got the Mag 7 there. Oh, dropping in a time turner. Oh, unfortunately, going in that time turner was not the right move there.
Here we go. Ernie C3, one of the other creators from the mobile space. Trying to get some good shots right there. Trying to get away. Oh, he escapes with 9 HP.
Can he? Oh, right behind a corner and into the room. Can he pull that off? We got Vanish coming up to help his team go against Ernie's team. And we're going to see if we can get a look here around the side. We got Marco, Vanish, and Ernie pushing. And we do. Looks like we have the other player go down.
Yeah, so that is going to be Team Max staying alive for just a little bit longer. And Team DB gets eliminated. No.
Team DB eliminated and Team Misha both eliminated right there. So with 29 players left in the game, we're already down 3 squads. And so JP's team here has got 4. We've got Team Hayato with 2 kills. And we're going to see, right? Intelligence Center belongs to Team JP at the moment.
Yeah, they did lose a player in that fight, but they still were able to sneak away with 4 kills and eliminate a squad while they were at it. And those 2 teams we were just looking at, Team Hayato and Team JP, they're pretty close to each other. We see Frosty kind of on the backside waiting in the Intellect Center. I think he knew there was some action happening there, but it seemed like Team Hayato was just kind of like, let's wait for the fight to die down and we can kind of sneak up on them as they try to rotate out towards the next circle.
We've got Frosty, Solos, and Winsanity. And then Easy. Easy's got the 9 kills, but they are down 2 players. They've got Isa and Trap King. They're trying to get their revive, and they do, looks like, pull off the revive, which is going to help them moving forward. I wouldn't want to be going into that final stage with only 2 players in the team, so they've been able to manage to bring their squad back. And that team at full health has proven to be deadly at this point in this match.
Yeah, they're bringing back 2 players who already have 5 kills. That's over half of their team's kills coming back up. And we see some action going down in Farmtopia as Mika's going to get taken down here. Surfing Boy trying to get some damage. He's able to pick up a kill on his own and going to be able to take him down. Surfing Boy's team for Kelly is looking really good. Mika's going to get picked up here. And it's a 4v3 fight for Team Kelly here.
Yeah, Team Kelly's only got 1 kill. We got GVG Love 1 here. Moving around, trying to get position. This is one of those places here in Farmtopia that you can cross the distance very quickly utilizing the tires. And so you're never safe in Farmtopia. I haven't landed here too much because I know if you get up top in those second level, you can be surprise attacked very quickly with some of those elements they put in there. And so I tend to stay away from Farmtopia early on in the match. I'd rather land at the Intellect Center.
Yeah, we see Team Max taking some shots. They're trying to get back behind cover. Oh, but we have Team 10 on the backside over here. Sherman, the Team Max could be rotating right back into them. This could be detrimental if they don't look behind them.
Yeah, we got the JP squad here still at Intellect Center. And if you look at this map as they move around it, it's why I love it. There's just so many level changes, even at 1 or 2 levels, with ways to drop in the rooftop. There's holes in the roofs. There's walls. There's short walls. There's tall walls. There's second stories. There's third stories. I just think this is such a well-developed map. And we haven't got to see the Clash Squad yet, but I am hoping that is one of the Clash Squad maps for Nextera in the rotation.
He gets a knockdown with the fists, and Team Kelly's going to get eliminated there as Marco is the only player left for Team Max. Might have to try to escape on his own. And it looks like a 4v1 situation for JP against Team Winsanity coming through here. He's going to get a high ground, and Winsanity is going to fall here.
Yeah, you just never saw him
so
open
there
those boxes there. Again, look at the level change. You get 3 different levels that you can come up to and approach that. That is just a unique element that Nextera, I think, brings over many of the other maps that currently are in the Free Fire rotation. Nextera just brings a lot of level change across the map. And so you don't just have to fight on level ground anymore. You can go up and down and approach combat in unique, special ways. And I think that's why I'm saying right now, after even only a week, Nextera is the best map to me in Free Fire. And well done to the developers on the 5th anniversary, bringing us just a beautiful map.
Oh, I have to agree with that. And Skull and Santita are going to be brought back for Team Mako here. So they're coming in with a full squad moving to the next shrink zone. And Team Maxim is going to get eliminated from the competition as well. So only 7 teams remaining with 22 players left.
Team JP here has managed to get themselves to 10 kills. We have Team Andrew with 6 kills. That's Flame Carver. That's actually my son. He's playing on that team. He's an influencer in the U.S. Gaming Speed and K-Locks. They're moving around, getting some eliminations, and right now they should be pretty happy with having 6 eliminations. Ivy just went down on Team Shiru. Hunter's going to try to, I think, move around and get her up.
Yeah, Team Kill Leader is coming out for Lara, and it's only Gaming Speed left for Team Andrew. He's going to be able to pick Calyx up right there. But we see on the backside, they're kind of sandwiched right here, and this is a tricky spot to be in. 13 kills for JP. They've been on top of this game pretty frequently. It was a toss-up between Team Alvaro at the start.
I love the strategy.
Oh, hiding behind the vending machine?
The double glue wall behind the vending machine. Going ahead and getting anything that you need. Maybe buying some more glue walls. Upgrading your armor, replacing your armor, bringing any teammates back. That's just a great strategy if you've never utilized that. I know it's quite a common strategy for many players, but if you're watching the stream and you've never thrown the glue walls down in a vending machine late game, there you go. That's a perfect example executed by Team JP. And now they've moved on from adding another 2 kills after that, and really are positioned well here, and with 14 remaining on the map.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty close, and here we go. Team Easy is going to be able to get a pickup here onto Daffin, and he's going to get taken down yet again. Glue walls coming down, making sure the protection's there. Fever looking like he's on a fight on the left-hand side, but it's going to be Tali's team picking up some kills here. This is a very intense situation as Team Hayato has been eliminated. Only 4 teams remaining, 10 players left. It's going to be Aizen, the only player left for Team Alvaro here.
Yeah, and the Team Easy started strong, but right now they're struggling here towards the end, and they're getting a pinch between 2 teams, and that's going to end Team Alvaro right there, with JP just getting 16 kills at this point. Still 8 players left. Team TS has 10. That's Bailey there running around there with Shamari, and it'll be interesting to see who can hold down, as this map is closing in to a smaller circle, who can hold down one of these buildings here to get these final eliminations.
Yeah, only 2 players left on JP's team. Are they going to be able to stay alive? No, it's going to be Team Lara getting eliminated. 12 kills. Only 1 player remained for that. Tali might not be able to get picked up here. Nope. Oh, and there it is. It's going to be a 1v1 situation. It's going to be Santita picking up the kill.
Shamari with the MVP and the booyah.
Wow, very impressive for Team Shani right there, picking up the booyah. It was really intense at the end there. It was a 2v1 situation, and Santita was able to come out on top for team, and Shari was able to land the MVP of that first match. I don't remember exactly how many kills they got, but I think it was somewhere around 12 or 13 kills for them, and getting that booyah. That's mid 20 points for them in that first game. But let's not forget there were a couple other teams who had double-digit kills, and they placed relatively high in the second and third, fourth spot. So while it was going to be Team Shari, or Shari's team picking up that booyah, they're not too far ahead because so many other teams were able to get a lot of kills in that match, putting them in a pretty good situation for the points.
Yeah, we're going to check out some replays, Full Frontage, to see some of those high-action moments in that first round map of Nextera and kind of go back and relive some of these moments where these teams, of course, we saw this triple kill by Exil, and then the battle there with Kitty as we were watching going down when Team Misha and Team DB both got eliminated within a split second of each other, which really gave Team JP some extra points at that moment early on in the match. They went on to dominate in the kill total at the end of the match, but did not take the booyah. I love predicting how teams are going to finish. They've got a quadra kill right there. I think Team JP is going to be 1 point up on the team that did get the booyah. It'll be interesting to see how that last elimination finished there at the very end of that match when Team Santita Mialepe, one of our U.S. influencers, finished that with that final kill.
Yeah, it was really close at the end there, a 1v2 situation. But we're going to take a look at the standings after that first round to see exactly how many points these teams were able to accumulate. And there it is. They did pick up 11 kills for Team Alvaro, getting the booyah. And Shawnee is going to be down in second place with the booyah for only 12 points.
Right, yeah. So when you close it out, you close it out with the booyah. You get up the board as far as you can. But those elimination points, those kill points, those KPs, they matter greatly when you're moving forward in a tournament. And Team Alvaro, they got those kill points, got that placement points in fourth place, and now stands atop the leaderboard. If I'm one of those teams, though, any of those teams in the top 2/3 of the board, they have a great shot of getting even more points next, and still every team's still in it. Even if you had a bad game and you finished in the bottom of the board, you're the first team out, you still got 3 more rounds to win it. And we've seen teams with a bad drop and 0 points come back the next round and get a booyah because they know they got to play and they got to rush around that map and get those elimination points. So I think there's going to be some different change of strategy for teams at the bottom of that leaderboard, and those teams at the top, they want to solidify their position by being aggressive and getting more of those kill points.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, being able to climb up from the bottom, these next 2 maps are the place to do it. Nextera is the newest map to Free Fire, which means the players are still getting adjusted to it. But next up, we're going to Bermuda, which these players have been playing on for the past 5 years. So these players are extremely comfortable with this map. So I have a feeling it could be one of those teams that finished in the bottom. They have really good strategies on Bermuda, and we might see them rise straight to the top after the second game. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these teams come into Bermuda with their different strategies and who's going to be coming out with the booyah.
Everybody knows and loves Bermuda. It doesn't matter who you are and how long you've been playing, you play Bermuda. And so strategy does change. When you have a new map you've only played for a few days to a week in Nextera, you may make some strategic mistakes in approaching battles and competition as the circle's closing. When you head to Bermuda, you know how to play the map. You know how to play it when the circle's closing. You know how to play it if it lands on peak or if it lands on observatory or if it lands on mill. You know how to approach this because you played it so long. And as we're celebrating 5 years of Free Fire, there's nothing better to go from the brand new map to the oldie but a goodie in Bermuda. I do think we're going to see some of these teams approach this a little bit different, approach it in a way that they're familiar with, that they're comfortable with. And I am expecting a high level of strategy and competition as we move into Bermuda here in round 2.
That's going to be interesting to see where these teams are going to be dropping. Our team's going to be pushing for that hot zone. We saw on Nextera that 3 teams drop straight into the hot zone at Deca Square. Wherever the hot zone is, are we going to see even more teams going to it? Or will teams play a little bit more passive and kind of spread out and maybe not go for the more so hot places and kind of just get some loot and then rotate towards it? It's going to be really interesting to see what these strategies are coming in to Bermuda.
I always love watching people land in Bermuda. You can kind of get an idea of the strategies they're going to employ as they land. It looks like we're going to have some teams going for that blue zone, going for that better loot and gear at the beginning. At least a couple teams here with Mark FMYT's team. And we often see teams avoid the peak. It'll be interesting to see if any of these teams drop on peak. But oftentimes in Bermuda, you see most teams go on the outskirts of the map They loot up, they get all the kit they need, and then they rotate around the map, slowly, gradually going with the circle zone and moving into the competition. But unfortunately, J-Man had his friend pull a prank on him and blow up the barrel as he landed into the game. So.
All right, just because while it's the beginning and teams are still looting up, hopefully we won't have a ton of action. What's the most embarrassing way you've died in Free Fire?
You looked at it right there. Getting blown up on a barrel and when you enter the game. Never is fun. One of the most embarrassing ways to leave the game, especially when your teammates do it to you. So we got to see it right there. I've had one or two of those in my life, and I don't like to repeat them. As we look at Team JP, already down 2 players. What an impressive change of results. They land in the game after having a dominant performance in the first round and come back in this round and have 2 players down already.
Yep, we see Team Shiro. That's Ivy's team. It's Aura going to be falling down right there. And it's Team Kelly pushing in, able to find a kill immediately. JP trying to get some shots in there, but it looks like Zeal is getting shot from the front and the back. He might go down here. Only has 38 health remaining. Trying to find some cover. 11 HP. Oh, man. Able to pop the med kit.
Getting the heal there. We've already got 7 kills right now, it says, with Laura's team. And we've got Skull here.
Zeal.
And back to the
Zeal
Neon
from Laura's
team.
Oh, that Neon Criminal is nice. Yeah, Zeal was the MVP of the last match with 7 kills. So definitely picking up a lot of kills for Team JP in that last matchup. But JP not off to too hot of a start here, as Andrew Chun is going to be down here pushing up on Team Hayato. And it looks like Chun might end up falling here.
Solos over here. When Sanity is outside, they needed to get the elimination, as K-Lock Solos is kind of holding them down there across the street, crossing in. We got Gaming Sping holding him down right now, and we've got Flame Carver looking like kind of getting a grenade ready, but Flame Carver goes down as Devi comes in from behind.
Oh, Devi picking up a very nice kill there. As we move on, it's TS with 3 kills, currently the kill leader in the game.
And a beautiful motorcycle crash right there on Frosty hitting K-Lox. But K-Lox recovers to get the drop. Wow, what a change of events for K-Lox to come up and get that elimination. That's a fortuitous change of events, Full Frontage.
Oh man, if he had died to the motorcycle when we were just previously talking about most embarrassing moments of how you died in Free Fire, in a tournament dying to a vehicle would probably be definitely in Catlux's top 3 after that. So he avoided that, so he's safe. He's safe for now. Russell's going to be picking up another kill there. TS getting their 4th kill of the match.
I believe this is a team that's to play second in the last round. They are already at 4 kills in the match. We've got Surfing Boy who goes down in his Neon Criminal outfit, and we've got Thaley just kind of holding everything down there with Skull over there on the other side of the map. But we're going back over to see some quick action with GVG Love and K-Lock still just pressing the attack after attack. Ooh. And as Team Kelly goes down, K-Lock's full frontage. He not only recovers from a motorcycle strike, he gets the double kill, the 2-on-1. What an impressive 3 kills in a row for K-Lox.
Oh, Russell picking up some more kills for his team, but he might end up going down here, and there it goes. OG Grid able to help his teammate pick up that kill and knock out TS. They were able to pick up some more kills for themselves, so they finished second, got a lot of kills in that first game, and they were able to pick up 5 kills, even though they finished pretty far down on the standings. They finished in 11th place, so there is an opportunity for them to still kind of be in that middle of the pack. Getting those 5 kills, even if you get eliminated early, definitely helps you when it comes to those standings.
Yeah, and we've seen a couple times now the new Neon Top Criminal that's available in the game. already being utilized by some of these North American influencers playing and representing the nations of North America on the map. And it's exciting because right now you can get not only the red criminal, you can get the blue criminal, yellow criminal, purple criminal, and you can get the neon criminal in the game. This 5th year celebration has brought not only some of the best outfits of the game back, they've even upgraded them with the neon criminal that, I don't know about you, Full Frontage, but having the flicker element to the neon criminal and having the knockdown trigger effect.
So cool.
I think the neon criminal, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with other outfits in the future. If this is what they're bringing in with the neon criminal, I can't wait to see some of the unique things coming here in year 5 on Free Fire.
Yeah, like you said, the flicker from the neon criminal is so cool. It's definitely my favorite top criminal outfit by far. Like, it was the green criminal just because of how exclusive and how rare it was, and I have a beautiful cosplay of it. But besides that, neon criminal is now my new favorite top criminal, so I'm going to be rocking that skin for quite some time.
So we got Team Andrew right here getting another chance on Devi. If you remember, Devi took Flame Carver down early in the game. Team Andrew has gotten their full squad back, and now it looks like they're getting revenge on solos.
Oh no!
Looks like we've got another motorcycle strike. Frosty's doing it again.
Oh, no.
We're going to see another one as Frosty gets that elimination. It's good. I think he's going to save his teammate here as he's pushing around the map. And utilizing that motorcycle is a strategy that can be a very effective because it's hard to get that lock on a character riding on a motorcycle.
Oh no. Man, we were just talking about it. Frosty was able to pick up the kill there. It's going to be Gaming Speed getting knocked down there from Solos. Able to get a kill right there, and it's only Justin left for Team DB, and it looks like he's getting shot out from the strip. Trying to rotate away, but he's not going to be able to as Mark FM. Yep. Able to pick up that kill.
I think what happened there, Full Frontage, we had 2 teams that were going to battle that have battled a lot in this game so far. And then we had a third party come in on a motorcycle and finish one of the teams off. And that was good. I think we had one team maybe survive it. Team JP, though, sitting at 0 kills after having all of those kills in the last game. That is something I didn't expect, and that is something that's going to change the leaderboard moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see here OG Grid and the rest of his team getting brought back. So it's always good to see your teammates getting brought back into a game, especially in important situations like this. It's going to be Frosty getting taken down from Koji here. And that is going to be a
left
beautiful
his motorcycle,
kill.
And I think he ended up paying for it right there. He let his motorcycle go down the hill, and he might have wanted to stay on the motorcycle there. We've got Santita and her squad here. Team Moko was sitting at 3 kills with Chris, Skull, and William, kind of moving out of Storm. And as Ivy's sitting alone, another of our one of our top finishing teams in the last round, struggling in this second round. And we talked about before this, Frontage, that doesn't matter how far you finish down in that first round. There's always round 2 that gives you a chance to reposition yourself for the final couple rounds. And it looks like some of those teams that finished low in the Nextera map are taking advantage of flipping the script in this map. And some of those teams that really did well last map are struggling in early games so far.
Yeah, we see Koji picking up a triple kill right here, and it's going to be Team Andrew getting pinched behind that box right there, and the glue wall gonna be going down, and Flame Carver getting taken down. There's a lot of heavy fire.
There's too many guns and not enough glue. And so my son and his teammate going down right there on stream. I'll have to talk to him about that later. But we got Mark FMIT and his team, Capella, right now doing really well. I think they didn't finish high up in that first round of Nextera, but are doing well with 8 eliminations and keeping their full squad in. And so an impressive quadra kill right now for Mark FMYT.
Yeah, 10 kills for that squad right there, heading into it with only 6 teams left. 6 teams left is still quite a bit, but 10 kills to go along with that is pretty impressive. In Team Easy with 6 kills of their own. So we might see a high kill finish depending on the rotations of these remaining teams.
Yeah, and we see Team Easy, who did well in that first round. I think they finished in the top maybe 5 but they had a lot of kill points. Having 6 kill points, which is I think up in the top portion of this map so far, but managing to keep their full squad in the game, which is going to help them hopefully get a couple more kill points. I think Team Easy is going to move even farther up into the top of the board after this round if they can finish in the top 3 to 5, and especially as some of those other teams have struggled. So we may see a little change at the top if Easy can continue on deeper into this match.
Yeah, we see a potential fight coming out here, and it's going to be Frosty getting taken down. He was brought back and did not live much longer after that, and it's going to be another kill for Easy.
And as we're watching this, one of the things we wanted to share with you is during the course of this 5th anniversary celebration, we've talked about how so many great things are coming in the game. We got the Justin Bieber exclusive in-game concert tomorrow. We've got the in-game items that come along with it. We've got the neon red top criminal. We've also, Full Frontage, right now got some special giveaways for viewers in the chat. We're going to be giving away green criminal bundle outfits. They're going to give away 3-in-1 incubator outfit bundles. They're going to give away angelic party outfit bundles, and they're going to give away the Evo guns, the MP40, the Scar, and the Draco AK. That's impressive. And all that players need to do is in the chat, they just need to drop their in-game UIDs, and the moderators from Free Fire will be choosing winners at random. That's impressive. That is the single best prize pool I think I've ever seen for viewers in the chat here in my whole entire 2 years in this game. And I'd be excited if I was in the chat right now. I might have to drop my UID, Full Frontage.
Yeah. So don't worry. We'll tell you when the time comes to drop the UID. But so in the meantime, enjoy the rest of the game for right now, and then we'll get to that point at later on. But yeah, so it's going to be a good one for sure. And like you said, Dadventure, those are some epic prizes.
They are epic. There's no question. And as we keep looking at the game here, we've got Hayato's team solo, the solo guy left on the team at the moment, and so he's got 2 eliminations. But Team JP only with 2 kills. Now Ravi's down, JP Ravi's down, and we've got Zio going down. They're going to go out in 6th place. And Team Easy now with 12 kills, and Fever and his squad have now moved themselves into the top 5 and are bringing 12 kills to the table. And they had a decent finish in that last round. I think we may see a change at the top. I think we may see Team Easy move into a sole position at number 1 when we see that leaderboard. Team Moko here and Team Santita, who was the final kill in that last match. There you can see them here moving along as well with Team Shiru and Ivy Squad, who's got 4 kids, and it's going to make it hard for this enemy here to leave the storm. William's going to go down in the storm. There's just too much damage at this point to be able to get out of the storm, especially it looks like he had no glue.
Yeah, Solo's able to pick up a triple kill there for Team Hayato, and Team Hayato did finish on the later half in the first map, and they're currently sitting in the top 5 right now, and that's what we were talking about, is the different strategies that can come in to a more familiar map. We see Solos is the only remaining player for Team Hayato, so in a very difficult situation, mainly just going to be going for placement points and pick-off kills while the rest of the teams are going to be fighting up. But we might have a pretty intense fight happening here in just a few minutes, as these teams are both trying to rotate towards the top of the hill. It's going to be Team Mako versus Team Alvaro. The time turn is going to be coming down. They're fighting around the crate. It's going to be a grenade launcher coming down. It's going to be Skull falling. It's going to be Team Mako who gets eliminated. And Solos is on the rotation, trying to stay alive. Fever on a killing spree. And this is looking really good for Team Easy.
Yeah, Team Easy sitting there. But look at Capella. We've got 13 kills. Mark FMYT with 5. We've got Suki just got a quadra kill. And Leon got a quadra kill. They are just really doing well. And again, we said this is a map that people know and love. They know how to play it. They know how to rotate with the different locations that the zone can go. And right now, holding down this edge of peak sits Capella in a great spot against Hunter FF there. And now the new leader here, as Fever's team is trying to approach, and this will be their top 2 teams right here, going on the edge of the peak, going mano a mano team versus team, and we'll see which one of these two teams can manage to pull themselves up. I do feel like FMYT's team has the advantage of having that height on top of the hill.
Yeah, Capella versus Team Alvaro here. It's going to get into an intense situation. Plug taking a little bit of damage. You can see the med kits being popped right here, trying to keep that health up, trying to make sure that there's no easy kills to come through. Aizen able to pick up some really clean shots. It's going to be Fever getting dropped down right here, but he's going to get picked up immediately. Glue Wall is going to be shot out. Plug is going to get the knockdown as well. It's going to get picked up here, but that zone is going to hurt.
Important factor for both these teams is they're both kind of trying to deal with the zone damage as they move in, and that the issue of the zone damage could be so much an important part of how you try to rotate here. And Hunter FF, he just stays down there out of the way, can really end up taking a booyah here by letting these two teams wipe each other out and then just coming up and getting a final kill. They're not paying attention to him, and if I was him, I would just hang on for my dear life and wait for these two teams to thin out the herd.
Yep, it's going to be Trap King getting knocked down there. It looks like it could be a 3v1 situation here for Team Alvaro. Mark FM on a killing spree. And Aizen's going to start to get shot from the back. It's going to be Team Alvaro going down. And now it is a 3v1v1, and Solo's going to get eliminated. It's only Hunter remaining, and this is looking great for Team Capella.
They didn't know where Hunter was. He got a knockdown. Can he get another? He doesn't. Team Shiru is out. We got a booyah.
If he was able to finish that kill off and pick up an extra kill for his team as being a solo versus a 3, that would have been so impressive to be able to pull that out for his squad. So congratulations to Team Capella for getting the booyah.
Team Capella takes the top right there. That was an impressive amount of kills there. I think we saw at least 15, maybe 16 from Team Capella, and they got the booyah. So I do think it looked like Team JP was going to move themselves up into a first place. I think Capella is pushing very hard to potentially being number one. It'll all depend on how far down the leaderboard they were in that first map. But I think we're going to see Team Capella and Team JP both at the top. Top 2, top 3 teams right now as we move into a third game. Some of those other early leaders had struggled in that round. We're going to see some balancing out. I think we're going to see the top start to show itself, and we're going to see the middle start to congeal a little bit as all those teams are going to be a very similar points level. But I do think with 2 rounds left and 2 maps left, I do think it's still anyone's tournament. We haven't gotten far enough away that no one can take down the leader, and we go to Kalahari, which was my favorite map before Nextera. This is going to be a chance for some of these teams to show us. And as we look at the replays, we're going to see full frontage some of the action that we got to see in that first round.
Yeah, and this was the first one right here. I think this. Yep, that's where Chun gets hit by the car or the motorcycle.
Yeah, that's you don't want to get hit by a motorcycle ever, and when you do, you're usually on the losing end of it. But we did see the motorcycle. We did see an opportunity where Calax had jumped up from the ground after getting hit with the motorcycle and took down the guy that hit him. And so Fever's quadra kill here. We see Capella and the JP team going at it on the edge of peak here, and we have just see Hunter just hiding down there off to the side, who ends up getting his team a second place finish by just staying still.
Yeah, it was quite impressive. And then right here, I honestly thought Hunter was going to be able to do the impossible and pick up a kill for himself. He did get the knockdown, so all he had to do, but he did have to reload, unfortunately. I think that was the caveat there. If he didn't have to reload, he probably would have been able to get that kill. But we are now going to take a look at the updated leaderboard for the second game. And like you said, this is still anybody's game. But this is the updated leaderboard from game 1. So this was the correct leaderboard. These were the correct standings. There was a little bit of technical difficulty on the back end, but this is the results from game 1. So we see how much those kills made a difference for Team Lara. Even though they weren't able to grab the booyah, they still tied in points because they were able to get so many kills on top of that. And we did see Team Capella. Look at that. They were at the bottom with 0 points. And then they were able to come back, like we said, going from the new map to a more veteran map that these players have been playing on for the past 5 years. Capella going from number 12 to number 1. So we'll be taking a look at the second game leaderboards in just a few seconds as they're finalizing those final results. But like we said, when you're playing on a map from a brand new map versus a map you've played on forever, that's exactly what can happen. Team Capella, no placement points, no kills. They come out on top and are able to jump to the top of the standings. Look at that, 21
we can look at this.
Kills.
21 kills in a single round. Wow, 33 points. That is going to change. You're going to go from 0 to 33. Now, Team Alvaro was up there. Team Shanny was the leader in the first round, so they're going to get 5 more points. They're going to be at 29. Team Capella is going to jump them in one round and go to 33. But Team Alvaro, Hayato, Shiru, those teams are going to move up into kind of in the middle of the tournament. They're going to move up into the leaderboard when we get to see a combined total of points here after 2 games. And so I think it's exciting to see what can happen if you just stick to your play style. Going into Bermuda, a map that you could tell that Team Capella was very comfortable playing on Bermuda, as most players are. It's hard to play Nextera because you've not played it enough. You don't know the strategies. And I think right now, with Full Front, as we go to Kalahari, not a lot of players download Kalahari. They download it for when it comes up in a map rotation. And so there are players like me who Kalahari was their favorite outside of the new map Nextera. And so I think some of these teams, if we've got some of those players who love Kalahari, I know my son is on one of these teams and Kalahari is his favorite map. Yeah. And so I think they'll be positioned to do well. So we're going to see some of those players have an advantage because Kalahari for them is like a home map. It's a favorite. And I think we're going to see some of those other teams that have struggled maybe rise to the top if Kalahari is a map that they're very familiar on. Yeah, so if Flame Carver, one of Flame Carver's favorite maps is Kalahari, we might have to keep an eye on Team Andrew coming up in this next matchup and see where it's going to go. But yeah, like you said, Kalahari, a lot of fan favorites out there. And for people who played in the Free Fire Pro Series here in North America, Kalahari was one of the main maps that was in the competitive rotation. So a lot of these players probably got a decent amount of practice on Kalahari and were able to get familiar with it in a true competitive setting. And we're going to be loading up. The players are hopping into the plane and getting ready. And you can see the different sceneries from around Kalahari. And I got to say, Kalahari is still a beautiful, well-designed map. And honestly, probably some of my favorite Clash Squad locations as well. Definitely my favorite Clash Squad map is Kalahari at this point. I think Nextera might be once they bring out the Clash Squad map.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm still hoping that Mr. Free Fire brings us a Kalahari remastered. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. And as we enter this one, we're going to see the just elevation change in this map of having the giant center, towers and everything. It just allows you to have a totally different game style than Bermuda. Your snipers are a thing that are I see a lot of people usually got to go the sniper method here in Kalahari as they try to, especially when the center rotates up onto that center towers. And so in the kind of refinery, it'll be interesting to see if teams go the sniper route, especially those that are farther down the leaderboard, if they're going to take that opportunity to try to move up by utilizing the map positioning in the refinery, in the command post, and some of those locations to give them the opportunity to thin out teams who maybe are Alvaros and Capellas and Loras at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, and we just saw the top 3 very briefly right there. Team Alvaro with 40 points, Team Capella with 33 points, and Team Laura with 31 points. Only 9 points separating the top 3. It is still anybody's game at this point, and even all the way down to the bottom, it's like 20 points. 20 points. I mean, we saw in that last round with Team Capella there, they were able to get 21 kills, and that is just in points alone, and it's going to be Davin getting down for the first blood.
Right, you got Team Easy, who's done pretty well losing a player early, as we've had a few teams land at Refinery. This could thin out, especially this team here with Ernie. They've not finished well in the maps. They finished, I think, in the middle tiers on the maps. This is a great chance for them to take out one of the top teams and be able to move up in some points here in this map on Kalahari.
Yeah, because Alvaro was sitting at the top of the leaderboard. Trap King, look at that, 2 HP trying to escape. And if he's able to, that is going to be pretty impressive and pretty helpful for his team, because you don't want to be down to 2 players already. You want to make sure that you have the best possible scenario to make it to that late game.
We've got Winsanity here and Team Hayato, looking like they're just still getting weapons, but we've got Team Hayato. Oh, the other player, Frosty here, taking down that vehicle, and he's got Fever and Eisen pinched behind that burning vehicle, and that is our leader team. If he can get these eliminations, they'll take the leader off the board.
Yeah, this is a huge team fight for Team Hayato if they're able to take this down. We see Chun getting the Ghillie Bush equipped there. Going to be rotating it through, going to drop down, and we see everybody going to get taken down there, and it looks like another team is going to be coming through, and now Team Alvaro is going to be rotating away, and they're going to be able to, it's Devi and Skull getting taken, or Debbie getting taken down on the backside there, and Solo getting taken down as well, so Team Hayato getting backdoored by Mako here.
When Sanity goes down, but they did get Devi in. It looks like Devi's going to reposition that team on the map, which is probably a good move. There's a lot of action right there, and it's best to just get out of there, try to get your team back to full health, all the players back in the map, and then and kind of approach the later part of the game.
And it's going to be Vanish picking up another knockdown there, and trying to pick up some kills for his team. Wirt is going to get taken down as well. It's only going to be Surfing Boy left for Team Kelly.
Yeah, we've got right here Marco, we've got J-Man, we've got Ernie, and Surfing Boy has got that Neon Criminal outfit. It's in the game right now. You can get it. You don't want to miss your chance to grab what I think is the neatest upgrade in all the top criminal outfits is the red neon top criminal, and you can get that. It's got the exclusive trigger effect. It's good when you're running that it changes and it has the neon effect. It also has the trigger effect when you knock down a player. You get that little emote on the side of his head. And so I think it's just a neat addition to the game. I'm excited about where the developers are going with the Neon Criminal, and I'm hoping to see they're going to do this to even more upcoming characters in outfits in the game. And I'm excited at this 5th year anniversary of what all the new elements that have been brought in a very short amount of time. It's just a matter of a couple weeks. The game is transformed in a way that I love what is happening with Free Fire.
Oh man, Mark FM able to pick up some clean shots with the sniper. He's going to try to get it, and it's going to be Team Mako getting eliminated there, and Team Capella picking up the whole squad wipe for 4 kills.
Now, we saw Mark F1YT and his team go to the blue zone. He ended up getting a double sniper, and we talked about the strategy of utilizing snipers in Kalahari. It is an important map with just so much height on the map. And to have a sniper on your squad, Mark F1YT has gone with the double sniper. Look like he has the double M82Bs, and that's going to help put heavy damage on opponents as his teammates rush. It's just a good strategy, hitting him for 150, letting his team push and get the elimination and move on to the next. I think we saw them do that a little bit last round in Bermuda on Peak, and we're seeing that same strategy helping them really move into the top 2/3 of this tournament with a full squad.
Yeah, we see Team Hayato taking it down, or getting taken down a few members there. So they're not eliminated just yet, but they did lose a couple people, and it's going to be Aizen getting taken down for Team Easy. Fever going to have to run away here and try to find a place where he's able to pick his team up.
Yeah, and this is our leader right now in the match after two rounds, and so they're struggling. And if you're every other team in the map, you want them to struggle because you need that leader to struggle to be able to advance it up the leaderboard and take them out. And so we'll see if that team, the Easy team, can get any of their points back. We see Surfing Boy hanging in there by himself as he's lost his teammates, but he's managed to stay alive. And it'll be interesting to see if he escapes here to try to bring some of his teammates back.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to try to get out and get into a position where he's able to. But the question is he going to try to go for a vending machine revive, or is he going to try to go for a revival point? We know that the risks of the revival point are once you activate it, everybody can see that the revival point is being used. So you are open, you're just inviting people to come try and stop you. So it's pretty interesting to see what he'll come back with this, but this is the overview of the map right now. We can see a lot of teams kind of out towards that top left-hand side. We see Team Misha on the bottom side. We see Team Hayato on the revival point right now for solo, and nobody's even near him. So Team Hayato is going to be fully brought back into this game. It went from a one-person squad back to the full squad.
But if you saw that character from Team Alvaro, he's in between what looks to be 6 teams, kind of right on the edge of the storm over by the mammoth bones. And ultimately, I think he's just going to have to hang out and hope that some of those teams can clear out and he can get out of there. I think if he tries to get out of there at this point, they're going to be eliminated from this round. And at this point, with no real eliminations, just a couple eliminations on the round, they need to hold on to that lead. He's got to get higher placing for his team. And so we'll see how that strategy kind of hangs out there a little bit.
Yeah, Team Capella, there it is. New kill leader team. No surprise, they are feeling hot after coming off that 21 kill game in map number 2 on Bermuda. And we see Mark taking a little bit of damage right there. And I don't know if Shira's going to want to pick this fight. Team Capella is feeling hot right now. And it's going to be a knockdown over there. Hunter going to get picked up here. So still a 4v4 action.
Yeah, we've got I love the glue walls in this game. It's one of the elements that makes Free Fire unique. And anytime that you're just have a glue wall, you can throw it down and protect yourself. It kind of gives you a second to think and to breathe, as long as you got a lot of them. so we saw that team right there throw some glue walls down, give them a chance to reposition a little bit, to think and breathe. And what it's doing here is allowing them to not only think and breathe, they were able to figure out what was happening enough that they could get Hunter FF and get the elimination, the quadra kill for Leon.
Yeah, this is looking really good. Team Capella. Oh, Leon's going to get knocked down here. Is he going to get finished off, though? It's going to be Ivy, the only one remaining. She's going to run on the other side of the time turner, but it's not going to be enough. Team Shiro is going to get eliminated. Leon did not fall, so he will get picked up. And Team Capella still feeling hot.
We've got multiple teams still in the refinery. They haven't left, kind of holding that down. We got JP, who has been a team who has done quite well in that first round. Really struggling to find any competitors at this point. They haven't seen too much action for them so far in the round. Team DB has kind of hung out on the refinery, has now found themselves in their first battle, I think, in the match so far. And then we look at Team Shani. We got Thaley bringing back her teammates. They're going to go back to a full squad with 9 teams left. I think that was a great time to make that move.
Oh, absolutely. And as we get back into the refinery, it's going to be Polar getting knocked down, but he's going to get picked up by his teammates. So JP not down quite yet. And Polar's going to get knocked down again, which seemed to, I think that was from a grenade, though.
Yeah, and so it looks like he's moving there. Zeal's moving there. And with Polar over there on the other side, trying to kind of hold down the refinery. A lot of the final circles end up with some aspect of refinery in them in Kalahari. And so if you can hold into refinery long enough, you can place really well. The problem with that strategy, though, for me, Full Frontage, is if you hold refinery down, you don't end up with a lot of kills. You don't get the points that you get if you kind of rotate around the map, picking off team after team. We're seeing Capella with Mark FMYT in that squad. I think we've seen them, deliver a lot of eliminations at this point. And so that's the danger of holding refinery down. You're really playing for placement points, not kill points. And if you can get the kill points and the placement points, it can really help you move further up that leaderboard. And that's what we're seeing with some of these teams like Capella here with 9 kills. That strategy is bringing a lot of early points. And if they can stay in the top 3, it's going to end up moving them and advancing up the leaderboard as well.
Yeah, and we see a knocked player here for Team Capella, but it's not going to matter too much. OG Grid under fire, and it's going to be another takedown here. Stuck behind the glue wall, but not down just yet. There it is. Mark able to pick up the kill. The 11th kill for Team Capella. Mark's 6th of the game. Team Misha going to get eliminated here by Team Hayato on the backside. And this is a squad that just had 1 player left. And they were brought back to full. Winsanity is going to get taken down here. 3 kills for Team Hayato here. And they might just try to play for position at this point with only 7 squads remaining. Devi on the backside, able to pick Winsanity back up, making sure that they stay alive as long as possible.
Frosty's on his motorcycle again, of course. We see it every round. Frosty's riding his bike. And Winsanity's team there, Team Hayato with Frosty, they've got those three kills, but it's nothing like the 12 kills that Capella's team has. And right now, I think we're going to see Capella continue to push. I would probably, if I was them, try to slow down a little bit and let some other teams fall by the wayside and then just get in that top 3. But I think we're going to see them just continue to try to hold down position, utilize that sniper. We've seen Mark FMIT with that sniper get 6 kills. And what happens here is they've got Mark with that, but they've got the AC-80 with Suki, and then they've got Leon. We keep seeing Leon go to that shotgun, that M1887. And when you get the damage from that sniper and then you can run up with the M1887, you're going to get a quick elimination on a weakened opponent. And that Leon and Mark FMIT have been utilizing that technique to the point of it is driving them up the leaderboard with every kill.
Yeah, so we just saw a couple fun stats there for Mark. I don't know if you saw that cool animation, but Mark has, in this current match, last match he had 8 kills. He already has 6 right now. In this match, he had 4 headshots and has done 3,000 damage for his team. So Mark is making sure to do his absolute best to see that his team will come out on top for 2 games in a row as we see a fight coming through here. Capella's team, is already firing upon enemies left and right. JP is going to lose a player right there. They are still at 8 kills though, so they're still in an okay spot. It's going to be Team Andrew pinched on that left side. And it's really just Team Capella just holding down the middle of the circle right now, trying to put themselves in the best position possible to close this game out.
Yeah, those 14 kills, they're going to like the way this game finishes no matter what happens at this point. It just depends if they can get some more here on what's that Team Shani over here with 6 kills. We've got Capella Capella's in between multiple teams right now, but I don't think they're super worried. They have position. They're sitting on a slight hill. They've got the ruins. I don't think they're really terribly worried. They know they can get damage out of that sniper. And so for them, I think they're holding down. They're really close to the middle of the circle. And it's going to be every other team against them at this point to try to take them out of that advantageous position.
Oh, Capella. Mark is going to go down here. It's a triple kill for Zeal coming out. 3rd player for Team Capella is going to go down. It's only Plug remaining. Is he going to be able to survive? He surrounds themselves with the glue walls. Glue walls are starting to get shot out here from Zeal. He's going to get the knockdown again. Zeal's going to get knocked down, and another pickup coming in for Team Capella. Ravi trying to push in. Zeal is going to get knocked down there. It's 2 players left standing for Team Capella, and JP has 10 kills, but with 2 players remaining of their own. Team Shani going to lose a couple players here to Team Andrew. Gaming Speed looking to do as best as he can. Shamari's going to get picked up. Looks like Sopa might get picked up here. And when Sanity's trying to push in for Team Hayato, able to get a knockdown right there. This is looking pretty good for Team Hayato as well. And I don't think there's a full squad left. I think everybody has just bits and pieces of their team.
Yeah, it looks like everybody in the last about 30 seconds has taken a lot of damage and lost a few players. We've got Team Andrew split right here. Oh. Beautiful headshot by Polar to take out that Andrew player. That's the way. That's textbook. That's the way you want to write it up when it happens. And so that's how you do it if you're watching in the chat.
So there's only 3 squads remaining. It is Team Shani, Team Hayato, and looks like Polar from Team JP. Team JP is the kill leader right now. It's going to be Winsanity and Solo rotating through. Winsanity's trying to get shot out there, and it's going to be Tali on the backside dealing all of that damage. Russell on the rotate. Winsanity's going to get knocked down here, so it's up to Solos, and he's going to get taken down as well. So a 3rd place finish for Team Hayato, and Polar on the backside is able to pick up a kill.
We got
and
a 1v1
this is a 1
here.
Oh man, a 1v1 situation. Russell doesn't have any glue walls.
Russell has no glue. He's totally exposed. We saw that Polar could hit a beautiful 1-tap headshot, and he's going to do it again for Team Shani, and a booyah. Nicely done. The AC-80 is brutal.
Man, Polar picking up the kill for his squad there and finishing it off. Team Laura is going to be coming out on top there, getting the booyah in game number 3. And wow, what a finish from Polar there. What looked to be doomed for Team Laura, Polar was able to come out on top, getting some beautiful shots to close the game out on Kalahari.
It's one of the things we talked about Nextera. There's a lot of open spaces in those older Free Fire maps. And if you get caught in an open space without any blue walls to provide cover, it's dangerous. And Polar showed you why that's so dangerous in Free Fire. And so that is just a beautiful way to finish a map. That's what makes Free Fire. Free Fire is beautiful. Well done, Team Laura. And right now, if you're watching, we're excited about the 5th anniversary celebration tournament here of Free Fire. We've got the beautiful map Nextera coming up next. But right now in the chat, we are celebrating this birthday for Free Fire. And Free Fire is giving away, to those of you watching, Green Criminal outfit bundles, 3-in-1 Incubator outfit bundles, Angelic Party outfit bundles, and Full Frontage, the Evo guns, the MP40, the Scar, and the AK. And what do players have to do in the chat if they're viewing right now to be able to try to get one of those?
I'm going to tell it. It's super simple. Grab your UID from in-game, put it in the chat. That's it.
That's it.
Super easy.
One of the moderators will choose you. You'll be chosen. So not everybody can get one, but the moderators will choose randomly, and they'll be giving out prizes. I know it's already been exciting for some of the players now as they have a chance at a Green Criminal, which is one of the best outfits in the game. You have to get the 3-in-1 Incubator, which is in the game right now. I'm excited. I actually got one of my incubators last night. And as we go to replay, it's just an exciting celebration of Free Fire and what makes us love Free Fire as we get some of these great prizes and get to see these moments of the sniper action here by Mark F.
Oh man,
look at these just damage he keeps raining down.
That's where he kept getting the headshot. We saw that mid-game stat where he had 4 headshots. He got 2 right there, so he was doing pretty well. And look at this, Polar actually got knocked down twice through here, and his team was like, no, we're not going to let Polar go down. And guess what? Polar was the one who was able to clutch it up.
Still coming back. Like, that's an important moment about halfway through the match where Polar goes down, comes back up, and is the final player. Not only get this beautiful headshot right here that he's about to get on this player on Kalox, just beautiful headshot, finishes him, and he repeats that later here as he gets this, I think, what's this, 6th kill later in the game on Russell, who's just caught out in the open for Full Frontage and with no glue walls.
No glue walls. No glue walls at all. Russell was in a very difficult situation. Polar did have the coverage of that building, so that helped him out quite a bit. And just a reminder, chat, if you didn't hear, you were stepping away, you were grabbing some water, make sure you enter your user ID in the chat. The moderators will pick you at random to win one of the following items. I'll read those off right after we take a look at the standings for Game 3. And here it is, Team Laura with Polar. They got 14 kills in picking up the booyah, a total of 26 points for them. But not to be overlooked here for Team Capella, who had 21 points. They didn't even finish in the top 3, but they were still able to hold down the fort with 15 kills.
You can see our current points leader, Alvaro, finishing all the way down in 6th place with 7 points. That's going to change, ultimately, Full Frontage. That's going to change the top. I think we're going to see a leader switch here as we go into Map 4. We return to Nextera, the new map, which is amazing, full of grav labs and anti-gravity zones, peppers in the Deca Square, and so much more. And there's a lot more cover, which makes it hard for what we saw on that map. Those mid-range, those long-range sniper shots and those headshots are a little bit harder when there's a lot more cover on the map. So it'll be interesting to see as in the first round how these teams and players approach returning to Nextera with 25,000 diamonds and a top criminal outfit on the line for the winning team. I think we're going to see a lot of aggression. That map, there was about a minute and a half of chaos as Team Capella went from seemingly leading the map to going into like 5th or 6th place there as everybody approached them on the ruins. And I'm excited for this final Nextera map here that will close out the tournament. You had talked about players putting their UIDs, the viewers putting their UIDs. What's the purpose of that for them right now as they're watching this?
Yeah, so if you enter your UID in the chat, you have a chance to win one of the following things: Green Criminal Outfit Bundle, 3-in-1 Incubator Outfit Bundle, Angelic Party Outfit Bundle, or one of the returning Evo guns, the MP40, the Scar, or the Draco AR, or the AK. And while we're talking about prizes, you had mentioned that the first place team is going to walk away with that 25,000 diamonds in the top criminal outfit. Second place team is going to be getting 15,000 diamonds in the Evo guns, and the third place team is going to be getting 10,000 diamonds. But everybody who participated in this tournament will walk away with a prize from this tournament. So if you're not able to finish in the top 3, don't worry, you're still going to get some epic prizes as well.
And I don't believe they know that yet. So that's a surprise we're announcing right now on stream. All of these 12 teams and their players are going to get a prize for playing on this stream, which is exciting. Another gift from Free Fire on the 5th anniversary celebrations. We celebrate this amazing game. They just keep giving us one amazing thing after another, from Nextera to the Neon Red Top Criminal, which is coming soon. Right now, you can get the Red Criminal Tower in the game. And I think you can get the coolest grenade in the game with the new Red Criminal grenade. So if you haven't gotten that, make sure you get that now. I don't believe they're coming back anytime soon. I think I saw something say it's going to be at least a year before any of these surprises come back again. So you need to take advantage of it while you can. And Free Fire is giving us these wonderful things, especially Full Frontage, something exclusive that's happening in the game tomorrow night live for players. What can they come back to and see tomorrow night?
Well, if you're feeling it's Saturday night, you know, you got a party on a Saturday night. Justin Bieber will be performing in-game, the first in-game concert coming to Free Fire, so you're not going to want to miss that. So make sure you log in tomorrow, get a bunch of free rewards, play the Free Fire on its 5th anniversary, and tune in for the Justin Bieber concert.
Right. And it looks like our giveaways are now closed. They've given all the giveaways away. So thanks for participating in the giveaways and being here to view the stream. You can celebrate even more tomorrow on Celebration Day with pretty peachy prizes like the Magic Cube. And we're all going to get a free Magic Cube tomorrow, and you're going to be able to see the new stockpile of Magic Cube outfits and spend them on. I've already talked about in this stream, Full Frontage. I'm excited. I have 129 Magic Cube pieces that I'm going to be able to get a second Magic Cube, and I'm going to be in the Magic Cube store tomorrow as soon as I can to celebrate on Celebration Day, 5 years of Free Fire. And as we go into this last map of Nextera, I'm looking to see which one of these teams not only is going to have Magic Cube, now he's going to be at the Justin Bieber concert online with us live tomorrow night watching in stream, but they're also going to be wearing their new top criminal outfit and have 25,000 diamonds as the winning team from this tournament.
Yeah, and as we're landing into this match, I was looking at the leaderboards. The top 6 teams only have like 25 points separating them. So literally for the top 6 teams, they're in best contention. The teams that were in the lower bottom 6 still have an opportunity if they have a pop-off game. But those top 6 teams, this is still anybody's tournament. The standings are so close. We saw Team Capella make 33 points in one game. So 25 points is not an unrealistic margin to come back from, especially as we're heading into this last game. And Polar picking things up where he left off, able to pick up a triple kill right there for Team Laura.
That's a beautiful triple kill. Polar has just shown us not only can he use an MP5, he can use an AC-80. We've seen him use the AC-80, but a quadra kill early on with the MP5. And unfortunately, he goes down to Vanish here. But if Nate Tyson, his teammate there, can get them back in the game, we're going to see them have a shot at this ultimate prize if they can stay steady. We have been told by Free Fire at the end of the stream they will do some more giveaways for all of you. So again, Free Fire keeps on giving. So hang out towards the end of the stream. They'll ask you for the UIDs one more time, but hold off until then. When the stream is over, they'll be glad to do some more giveaways for those epic prizes. And we'll be able to celebrate with those giveaways as we celebrate which of these 12 teams is going to be on top at the end of this tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very, very close as we're heading into this final game. Like we see right here, Nate Tazen only player left remaining for Team JP, and they were in the running for the top. So this is going to be crucial for Team JP to get brought back into this game. We haven't had a full squad eliminated just yet. All 12 teams still remain, as we're about 4.5 minutes into the final map of the day on the beautiful new Nextera map. Surfing Boy is getting shot from the left-hand side just a little bit. He's going to hide in undercover, and it was Vanish who picked up some kills for his team, trying to get some more chip damage in here.
All right, of course, we see that beautiful red Neon Criminal outfit. We see the new Neon Criminal bike here that Santita is riding around the map. And Surfing Boy is just trying to take out Vanish from across the way. That may be a little far here, as we see so much cover between these locations, as you can move from tree to rock and move across that with cover. And I appreciate that so much about Nextera. You're not so exposed as you are on the other maps at all times. And Santita continues to drive that new red Criminal bike around the side of the map, and Surfer Boy is keeping the pressure on Vanish. Vanish has moved, we see, across that open space into more cover, and did it without taking too much damage. And now he's got his med kit, and he's getting that health back. And now Surfing Boy is trying to move in on his left side. We'll see if he can take that position or not, as there is another player on his team behind him.
Yeah, we see Team Capella here not off to as hard of a start as they have been on the past two maps. And we see Leon, who was the previous match MVP with 7 kills. Team Capella holding down the edge of the circle right now. Not too many kills. Surfing Boy trying to get some more chip shots in. Has 57 health. Going to pop a med kit here. Just heal himself back up a little bit further. And Wirtz is going to be running over to the supply drop. See what he can get from that. Ooh, looks like he gets a beautiful LMG gun from that crate.
What do you think about the strategy of Team Cabela not pressing in this game? No kills at this point, hanging out on the edge of the map. Do you think they're just playing for placement points here, trying to get some placement points to solidify a victory? Or do you think they're just they're going to wait for things to be thinned out? What do you think the strategy is there, Full Frontage?
It's really interesting because on the first round of the day, Capella actually placed in 12th place with 0 points on Nextera. I think it's more of a situation where they're not quite sure how to rotate thus far within this map, as we see a triple kill coming over to Team Kelly, and they have 5 kills rolling through here. But I think it's really just they're not sure, so they want to play a little bit more passive and maybe try to pick more fights toward the end rather than at the beginning like they were on Bermuda and Kalahari.
Right. And at the end of this stream, Full Frontage, we're going to have another final giveaway celebrating the 5 years of Free Fire. So hang out for that at the end. And anybody who wins items in the chat or is participating in the tournament and wins prizes, their prizes will be delivered sometime next week. So they won't be delivered immediately. You'll have to keep an eye on your in-game mailbox, and those prizes will be sent to you, whether you're a viewer watching or you're in the tournament playing. Those prizes will come at a later date. And so we wanted to make sure you know when to expect your prizes are coming, but they will be coming. And you and I agree, these are the most epic prizes that we've ever seen in a live stream in our time in Free Fire. And so I'm excited about how we're celebrating together as Free Fire in North America here on this 5th anniversary celebration. And I think you were talking about the balance of a new map. I think when it comes to a brand new map, everybody's on an equal playing field when it comes to strategy. So it really becomes about where did you land, who landed with you, and what position do you get in early in the game to get points and to get kitted up, because you can put yourself in a terrible position just by not knowing how to approach the engagements on a new map.
We just had 3 teams get eliminated. Team Kelly, Team Shiro, and Team DB all got eliminated at the exact same time. And look at Team Hayata over here. Winsanity, the influencer in the mobile gaming space, one of the top FPS creators in the scene, is popping off with 4 kills. And we see
4 kills right now.
Yeah, he's trying to make sure his team doesn't lose here. Flame Carver going to get knocked down here from this fight on the backside, and Russell and Sopa only players left for Team TS.
Now, Team Andrew's been a slower
trying to
playing
hold
team each game, holding down positions. Yeah. They've kind of gotten a disadvantage with glue walls a couple times we've seen them. This is a chance they've been against Devon a lot and solos. We'll see how they handle here with Team Alvaro behind him. They do have that third story position, and they are holding down the edge of circle. What I would do here, I don't know about you, I would hold this down and make that team rotate across that open space. They're in circle. They don't have to move. Your time is on your side unless they have somebody pressing them from behind. This is what I think Nextera brings, is they bring these elevated positions across the map and in places of movement that allow you to play a little bit more strategic than I think on some of the other maps, because you don't have as much open space. And I appreciate about this map.
Yeah, absolutely. And Davin gets knocked down there. Frosty picking up some kills here, and Team Hayato is now under fire. It's a quadra kill from Marco. And man, oh man, OG Grid and his team under fire with Team Hayato, who is the team on fire right now as they are the kill leaders. When Sanity's going to get knocked down, who's been the kill leader for the team thus far.
Yeah, David's there in Farmtopia, just kind of sitting. They've got Winsane down. They're kind of baiting the rest of the teammates to come get him. Right now, they're just kind of waiting to see who comes to save Winsanity. And Isaac is gonna. I think he's gonna go for it. They know they've got this team upstairs. The one thing in Free Fire is you're never really protected by a third story position, because one headshot can drop you, and so you got to be careful when looking over the wall. You got to make sure that you have the shot, because if not, you can go down. In full frontage, what's happening here is they waited on Alvaro's team, and the third team comes in, which is actually making it easier for Alvaro's team to try to cross across the map. And it looks like the storm may not help Trap King here. We had Kalox drop down and get Isaac, and Alvaro is out in sixth place. That was our team leader in after round 2. They've struggled in these last 2 rounds. And it looks like they may not be at the top of the leaderboard after this one, after that placement. So Team Andrew with Flame Carver, Gaming Speed, Chun, and Kalox may have just ended their time. And if they can get Team Capella out, may end up ruining another tournament for another team.
Yeah, Gaming Speed going to get knocked down. Flame Carver doing some beautiful work with the glue walls here, trying to keep on the rotations, but now he's getting shot from the front side. It's going to be Team Hayato coming in with the flank here, but Team Andrew is going to stay alive, and Team Capella is going to get eliminated. Flame Carver is going to get knocked down. It's all up to Kalox, who's on the front side. His team completely got eliminated there from Team Hayato, and it is going to be Max's team up next on the dinner menu. Only 2 players remaining for Team Max.
Hayato's team has been brutal for them the entire game. They've third-partied him twice that we've seen, and unfortunately that's not what you want to happen. Really, when you get in these engagements, full friends, you got to take the team out, because a third party is always around the corner, especially with you're playing with high-level gamers and influencers who know these maps, who play them often and play them at a high level.
Oh man, Kalox trying to do a lot of movement here. He's really good with the movement here. He's going to be able to get the takedown onto Frosty, but it's not going to be enough. Devi picks up the kill there and going to close it out. Only 3 teams remaining. Grid going to get knocked down as well, and it's Vanish picking up a 6th kill. These 2 players have 13 kills between them. This is insane. Marco's going to get pushed up on.
Wow. Hayato's team here, Winsanity, is at 14 kills. This could be a come up from behind team here. I think they were in the middle of the pack before this game. This could be a surprise team to finish high in this one. Though we haven't seen this from them yet in the other maps. But again, we said Nextera is anyone's map. It's kind of an equal playing field for everybody, and they are on fire as the kill leaders in this round.
Yeah, it's a 3v1v1. Vanish might be able to sneak up behind and get the kill onto Koji here. And there it is, trying to pick it up. Koji on the rotation now. Has the glue walls in the wrong spot. There we go. Now the glue wall's in the right spot here as the charge buster going to come out here for Koji. The rotation is on. Is Hayato going to be able to pick up these final 2 kills, or were these players traded out? Looks like we have some upgraded weapons on the backside. Koji taking fire yet again. Medkit's going to be coming through. I think this is going to be a pretty clear win for Team Hayato unless something crazy happens.
Well, it's amazing that this Vanish player is sitting here with 13 kills. Only 2 players managed to get a lot of kills in that team. He's getting the position points. He really just needs to kind of hold on as best as he can and get that final, maybe a second place finish here, pick up an extra point over his competition. At this point, I think we're having a lot
Vanish
of our
got a
leaders are
knockdown.
already out. Vanish got a knockdown. Can he get any more points here? He's pushing hard. He could get a double. Oh, no, but he gets knocked.
Frosty. Honestly, that push from Vanish almost gave Koji the win, but Team Misha is going to get eliminated there, and Team Hayato going to be able to pick up the booyah for Win Sanity's team. 6 kills for Frosty.
Well done, Frosty. Well done, Win Sanity there. Way to finish out strong. I don't know who's going to be on top at this point. We had our leaders all struggled in this last map. We've had some of our teams that were in the middle. I think we may see a change at the top. We may see one of those teams squeak into a victory. I don't know at this point. I've lost focus of where the points are. I think it's going to be too close to call for me. I think that's what makes this great. Bringing a new map into the game on the 5th anniversary celebration, a map that brings these amazing elements like the grab labs and portals and all these new things, and gives us new life for new ways to approach battle and free fire. And so I'm excited to see which of these teams pulled it together and took home the 25,000 diamonds and the top criminal outfits.
Yeah, and like we even saw in that final circle, in comparison to what we saw on Bermuda and Kalahari, there was so much natural coverage in that final circle. We saw so many different rotations from the final 3 teams, 2 of them being solo players. So being able to rotate around, and the fact that a solo player was almost able to take out a team of 3 just because of how much natural cover was on the field, that's what makes it important for the strategy and rotation, especially in the mid to late game. So we're going to take a look at the replays here from the. I was really impressed with Kalok's movement here.
Yeah, it was great movement. I thought he would have had it. He moves around here, gets outside. He gets a knockdown here as he drops this guy. And ultimately, unfortunately, that guy came around the backside. He would have got that finish and probably maybe got another knockdown. But that, we see here at Koji just kind of staying alive to get a second place placement. And then you can watch as Vanish is moving in position behind the combine here in the fields outside of Farmtopia. And then he runs through the flowers, jumps over the fence, around to the glue wall, and unfortunately, he gets picked off from behind. But I think that was a beautiful push. That's the way you want to rush if you're a rush player.
Yep.
And it didn't work out for him, but more times than not, you're going to get that double kill there. And so well done. It was a great opportunity to see the gameplay of Vanish and his skill there. And I don't know who's going to be on top, though. Full frontage, I don't know which of those teams is going to be. I've had some moments that I'm going to remember from this tournament, as we've had Capella do some amazing things. We've had Easy, we've had JP. But at this point, that final win there by Hayato's team, I don't know. It could be anybody's at this point that could take that number 1 place in that championship of this tournament.
Yeah, well, we don't have the final standings quite yet, but we do have the Game 4 standings to take a look at. So here it is, Team Hayato coming out on top, pulling 28 points. And honestly, like the top teams we're seeing that were in the top 3, Lara, Capella, and Alvaro, they're all in that kind of 6, 7, 8 spot in all these teams with 28 points, 21 points, 15 points, 13 points. This could honestly be anybody's game, and it's really exciting to see that Team Hayato. Yeah, Hayato coming out on top. Maxim getting a ton of points, finishing second in their 13 kills. That is a lot. And it was just between those 2 players who had the 13 kills for Team Maxim. And that could have been the difference as we're waiting for the final scores to be tallied and be presented to see who is going to be walking away with the 25,000 diamonds in the top criminal outfits.
I honestly wasn't keeping my eyes on Hayato. That wasn't a team that's been in our conversation at the top. I think they've been middling through the competition, but 28 points when the top 3 teams struggle in a final round, it could be enough to supplant one of those teams at the top. Is it enough to take the championship? I don't know. Is the second and third place team enough? Did they got a lot of points where the leaders kind of struggled? Did maybe another team squeak in there and take home the trophy? It'll be interesting to see as that final leaderboard comes to us. which team wins the 25,000 diamonds, which team's taking home the top criminal. We already have got to announce that Free Fire is celebrating by giving all of the players who played a prize in diamonds they'll be able to enjoy.
Yep.
And so that's a surprise that was released during the stream. And also, Free Fire has been giving away prizes to the viewers as they've watched. They're going to give some final prizes away here at the end of the stream. And it's just been a birthday celebration, a 5-year anniversary celebration of Free Fire that's been full of amazing gameplay, some beautiful headshots, some great strategy in the new map Nextera, and seeing players bring out the best in each other as they push each other farther in this competition.
Yep, and we have our top 3 teams. So drum roll.
Drum roll, here we go.
And here it is. It's going to be Team Lara coming out on top. Team Hayato with that last game put them in second place. Wow.
I'll be interested to see how close it is. I bet it's close. I think Hayato went from the middle of the pack all the way to second place. They supplanted Capella, which was really a favorite to be the winner at the end of round 3. And so I'm surprised Capella has dropped. Had they just had a little bit better Nextera map, we talked about the difference between playing on your home fields, your Bermudas and your Kalaharis you played for a long time, versus a brand new map that everybody's equal on because they don't know the map well enough. And so Hayato used that to their advantage and was able to move into second place. They're going to take home a lot of diamonds too, but it's 2 points at the top and 3 points. There's 5 points separating the first 3 places. What an impressive display and change of events there for Hayato, especially after, look at that full frontage, the game 1 9, a game 2 13, but a game 4 28. What a great job.
Wow. Honestly, this leaderboard is really impressive to see. Like, look at Capella, 33 points in game 2. That is really impressive that they were able to get above the 30 points. That was a game they had 21 kills in, but like we were talking about, Capella really thrived on Bermuda and Kalahari, didn't quite have the strategy nailed down on the Nextera map. We see a lot more strategy coming through from teams like Lara and Hayato, where they both had a 9-point game on Nextera and then a 20-plus point game on the other side. And here is the winning team stats. Look at Polar with 13 kills coming out. Wow, he was leading his team. Polar, Ravi, Zeal, all above in the 10 points. And Natezen, while it didn't seem like he had a lot of kills, there were times where he was the only player remaining for Team Lara and was able to bring the rest of his players back. So honestly, even though he didn't have a ton of kills, he was able to help bring the team back and really give them an opportunity to get so many kills in the games that they were struggling in.
Yeah, and I call that a utility player. You got to have a good utility player. You're going to have your players you know are going to deliver a lot of kills. You got the Polars with the beautiful headshot. You got Mark F. with IT, who is the MVP of the tournament, just raining down shot after sniper shot across the tournament. But if you have a good utility player, you can keep yourself alive and you keep yourself going in the tournament. And that obviously helped Laura's team move forward. But Mark FMYT, one of our U.S. influencers, on top of the tournament with 14 kills. And I believe really a lot of those goes back to that game too, when they had 33 total combined points from placement points into kill points. What a good job. Congratulations, Mark FMYT. Way to show your skills and way to represent this game well in this tournament. So, full friends, there's a lot of diamonds on the line. These guys are going to get 25,000 diamonds. Yeah. They're going to get top criminal outfits. They're going to get the bragging rights say, on the map of Nextera right now in North America, I'm the best. And that's something that, in Free Fire, you got to have the bragging rights. And so that's powerful, important. I know that our viewers have hung out with us this whole chat and they've watched this tournament. I know that they've been some of them playing this game for 5 years. Some of them, like me, been playing 2 years, incredible. 1 year, 4 years, 3 years. Right now, they're giving away, if you put your UIDs in the chat, they're picking a couple more winners of prizes. The prizes you win, if it's one of the green criminal outfits, the incubator bundles, the Evo guns, they'll be delivered next week, along with when the prizes for the winners of the tournament are delivered. So just hold on about 7 to 10 days. That's the normal thing when Freedom Fire delivers prizes, and you'll check your in-game mailbox. But we're just celebrating, along with Free Fire, this amazing 5 years that Free Fire has had. And I don't know if you know this, like the news is Free Fire for 3 years running was the #1 most downloaded game in the world on Google Play Store. That's such an impressive feat. And to be able to celebrate those feats and many others, setting a world record last year in Vegas with a display on a building of a video game, all the things that have happened with Free Fire over the last 5 years, it's been awesome to be part of it for just a couple years and to see where Free Fire is not only at, but where it's going.
Yeah, and because this is a competition, I'll add a little competition fun fact into that as well. Free Fire World Series 2019 is the most watched esports event in history. That is an impressive title to hold. With so many top tier games within the esports community, Free Fire holds that #1 spot from the 2019 World Series with millions and millions of viewers from watching all around the world. So many milestones that Free Fire has celebrated over these 5 years, and you can continue the celebration tomorrow with the in-game Justin Bieber concert. You're not going to want to miss that on all the free things and the concert that you can get on the app tomorrow. So make sure you tune in, check that out. But I think that is going to be doing it for the 5th anniversary stream.
Yeah, check out Celebration Day tomorrow. Make sure you get your Magic Cube and your Magic Cube prizes. Don't miss out on getting one of the top criminals. They are, to me, the best outfits in the game. You can get them now for a limited time. Thanks for joining us on this 5th anniversary of Free Fire Celebration Anniversary Tournament. We appreciate you coming and being part of such a wonderful community. You are what makes Free Fire Free Fire. Free Fire is more than a game. I love to say Free Fire is life. Feel free to follow Full Frontage and myself on our social media, and we'll see you on another stream here. Thanks for watching.
Take care, everybody.